Good day, students. Welcome to JSS 2 Basic Science, Week 4. Today we study excretion, the process by which the body removes harmful metabolic waste products from the blood and expels them. Excretion is essential to life. If waste products like urea, carbon dioxide, and excess salts were allowed to accumulate in the blood, they would be toxic and eventually fatal. The kidneys and skin are two key organs of excretion. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to define excretion and distinguish it from egestion, list the organs of excretion and the waste each removes, describe the structure and function of the kidney, explain how urine is formed, filtration and reabsorption, describe the structure of the skin and its role in excretion, and apply excretion concepts to human health in Nigeria. Let us cleanse the body. Excretion is the removal of metabolic waste products produced by the chemical reactions occurring in body cells. Do not confuse excretion with egestion. Egestion, defecation, is the elimination of undigested food residue through the anus. This material was never absorbed into the body, it was never part of metabolism. True excretory products are dissolved in the blood and must be filtered out. Metabolic waste products and their excretory organs. Carbon dioxide, CO2, produced in cellular respiration, excreted by the lungs. Urea, produced in the liver from excess amino acids, deamination, amino acids that cannot be stored are broken down, the amino group is converted to ammonia, then to urea, excreted by the kidneys, in urine. Water, excess water produced in respiration and ingested, excreted by the kidneys, urine, skin, sweat, and lungs, water vapor in exhaled air. Excess salts, minerals, excreted by kidneys, urine, and skin, sweat. Bile pigments, bilirubin, biliverdin, produced from breakdown of hemoglobin in old red blood cells, processed by the liver, excreted in bile passes into intestine gives feces its brown color. Some may be excreted in urine, giving it its yellow color. Section 1. The kidneys. Structure: two bean-shaped organs, each about 10 centimeters long, located in the lower back or retroperitoneal, on either side of the spine. Each kidney contains approximately 1 million tiny functional units called nephrons. Each nephron consists of Bowman's capsule, cup-shaped structure enclosing a network of capillaries called the glomerulus, proximal convoluted tubule, loop of Henle, descends into the medulla and returns to the cortex, distal convoluted tubule, collecting duct, joins other collecting ducts, urine drains into the renal pelvis, then via the ureter to the bladder. Urine formation, two key processes. Process 1, filtration, ultrafiltration. High blood pressure in the glomerulus forces small molecules from the blood into the Bowman's capsule. This fluid, glomerular filtrate, contains water, glucose, urea, amino acids, salts, uric acid. Large molecules, proteins and blood cells, do not pass through or they remain in the blood. If protein is found in urine, this indicates kidney damage, a condition called proteinuria. Process 2, selective reabsorption. As the filtrate passes through the tubules, useful substances are reabsorbed back into the blood, or glucose is reabsorbed back into blood capillaries surrounding the tubule, most water is reabsorbed, the remainder becomes urine, useful amino acids and salts are reabsorbed. Urea is not reabsorbed significantly, it remains in the tubule and is excreted in urine. What remains in the collecting duct is urine. Composition of urine: 95% water, 2% urea, salts, traces of other metabolic waste. Urine drains through the ureters to the urinary bladder, where it is stored until released through the urethra. Kidney health in Nigeria. Kidney disease is a growing public health concern in Nigeria. Risk factors include hypertension, diabetes, excessive use of analgesics, painkillers are sometimes overused in Nigeria, and untreated infections. Dialysis, a kidney machine that mimics filtration, is available in some Nigerian hospitals for patients with kidney failure. Section 2. The skin as an excretory organ. The skin is the largest organ of the human body. It has two main layers, epidermis, outer layer, contains dead cells at the surface, protecting layer, melanin-producing cells, melanocytes, determine skin color, dermis, inner, thicker layer, contains sweat glands, sebaceous, oil, glands, hair follicles, blood capillaries, nerve endings. Excretion by the skin, sweat glands produce sweat, a dilute solution of water, salts, NaCl, and small amounts of urea, which is excreted onto the skin surface through pores. Evaporation of sweat cools the body, thermoregulation. The skin excretes less waste than the kidneys but plays an important role in water and salt balance. Other functions of the skin: protection from mechanical damage, pathogens, UV radiation, thermoregulation, sweat glands, blood vessel dilation/constriction, sensory reception, pressure, pain, temperature, touch via nerve endings, vitamin D synthesis when exposed to sunlight. Examination question: distinguish between excretion and ingestion. Give one example of each. Answer: excretion is the removal of metabolic waste products produced by chemical reactions within body cells. Example: the kidneys excrete urea, produced in the liver from amino acid breakdown, in urine. Ingestion is the expulsion of undigested food material through the anus. This material was never absorbed into the body and was never part of metabolism. Example: the undigested plant fiber in feces is ingested through the anus. Key differences: excretory products were part of the blood and metabolism, ingested materials were never absorbed into the body. Examination question: state two substances found in urine and explain how each got there. Urea, produced in the liver by deamination of excess amino acids, filtered from blood into the Bowman's capsule, not reabsorbed, concentrated in the urine. Salts, e.g., NaCl taken in through food, excess salts filtered from blood, not all reabsorbed, excreted in urine to maintain blood salt concentration. For excretion errors. Mistake 1. Saying feces is an excretory product. Feces contains undigested food, ingestion, not metabolic waste. Excretory products are those formed within the body by metabolism. Mistake 2. Saying the kidney produces urea. The liver produces urea. By deamination of amino acids, the kidneys filter and excrete urea in urine. Mistake 3. Forgetting that CO2 is an excretory product. Carbon dioxide, produced in cellular respiration, is a metabolic waste product excreted by the lungs. Mistake 4. Confusing filtration and reabsorption. Filtration pushes everything small from blood into nephron. Reabsorption selectively takes useful substances back into the blood. Urea is not selectively reabsorbed and so remains in urine. Excellent work. Excretion removes metabolic waste. Ingestion removes undigested food. Different processes. Excretory organs: lungs, or CO2, water vapor, kidneys, urea, excess salts, water, skin, sweat, water, salts, traces of urea. Urea, produced in the liver, deamination, excreted by kidneys. Urine formation, filtration in glomerulus, everything small passes into nephron, selective reabsorption, glucose, amino acids, most water reabsorbed, urea stays, urine collects in collecting duct ureter bladder urethra. Skin, epidermis plus dermis, sweat glands excrete water and salt, also thermoregulates, protects, synthesizes vitamin D. For homework, state the excretory product of each organ, lungs, kidneys, skin, and describe how the kidney nephron filters blood and forms urine in 2 key steps.